So this is a super common mistake that you'll see all the time on LoopNet. It's listed at an 18.33% cap rate for 600 grand for a 5-unit deal in New Jersey. By the way, if you're interested in learning how to sell lots of commercial real estate, DM me the word CRE and I got you. You can see here that this is a 5-unit deal with vacant units that need some cosmetic work. You got a 4-bedroom, a 2-bedroom, a 1-bedroom, and 2 studios. Just to give you a rough idea, in order to get to an 18% cap rate on a $600,000 sale, the net operating income would have to be like $109,000. Gross income would have to be like $180,000, which means that this property would have to be renting for like $3,000 a unit. And these are some studio apartments. It's just going to be absolutely impossible to get to that type of rent. Now, this type of listing is super common for people who do not understand how to evaluate and list commercial real estate properties. I mean, let's just be honest. You got vacant units that need cosmetic work, so you're probably going to be spending $75,000 easily, $15,000 per unit to even get to the point where they can be rented. So if we take the $600,000 plus, let's say, $20,000 in closing costs plus the $75,000, it's another $95,000 you're going to have to spend on this property before you can even get it rented. You can even see here, right next to my face, it says deferred maintenance. So clearly there's a lot of work that needs to be done. So once you spend the 600 plus the 95, call it $100,000, you're going to be into this thing for 700,000, and you haven't even spent any money on utility costs or anything else in the meantime while you're holding the property to get it rented. So even though it says immense earning income potential, I mean, let's just be honest. Even if you got everything rented at market rents, which say for a 4-bedroom, you get $2,500. Let's say you get $2,000 for the 2-bedroom and the 1-bedroom gets $1,800. The 2 studios get $1,200 a piece. That's about $8,700 a month, or about $102,000, $103,000, $104,000 per year. And let's just say it's $100,000 flat, okay? Then you take 40% for expenses, okay? That's $40,000 roughly. Then you have around $60,000 for your net operating income. So that's your net after expenses, okay? Which is a fancy way to just get to a cap rate. So you're going to get to about a 10% cap rate based on the purchase price, but again, you got to spend the $75,000 plus your closing costs to even get there. You're going to be into this thing for at least $750,000. And if you're into this thing for $750,000 and it only brings in $60,000 a year, that's an 8% cap rate, not an 18% cap rate. Let's get real. So the question is, what would you pay on this 5-family deal? Because it's definitely not going to be $600,000. The fast way to do this is to understand what it will sell for when it's completed. So we just did the math. It's going to be an 8% cap rate at $750,000. So I know that I could probably sell this for $750,000 to somebody in this market. So I'll take $750,000, multiply it by 0.7 or 70%. So then I took off my renovation budget and my closing costs. So I'm roughly going to be paying something between $400,000 and $425,000 for this deal. So what would you pay for it? And if you want to sell lots of commercial real estate like I do, DM me CRE and I got you.